Hello, everybody, and welcome to Week 12 of the 712Breaks Cup Series 2025 season. Tonight, we are at Watkins, Glen International for our second race of the chase. Current point standings up in the right side of the screen. Nick Cooper currently leading the points as we head into tonight's race after Darlington 2 weeks ago. After a week off, we are back, decided champion, as everybody behind Nick Cooper tries to run him back down in the points. Top of the board in practice right now, Hayden Lowell with a 110.47. Only two other drivers in the 110s bracket with Casey Graves and Bradley Wilson. Everybody else 111s, good amount in the top 10 are in 111s and 112s. 31 cars out here tonight as of right now. Could have a couple more join during qualifying, but it's unlikely, so should have 31 cars starting the race tonight. 2,900 strength of field, just about. We're on this 2.42 mile road course. Oh my, somebody just sent it into turn one right there. Okay. Qualifying getting underway. See who can put it on the pole for tonight's race. Going to be very important to see who can grab that pole position. As with the last couple years here in the Cup Series, cautions will be possible at this racetrack. If you have a big enough wreck or a piece of debris on the racetrack, caution could come out. Hayden Lowell going to be the first one out the pits here, so we'll ride on board with him. Fast laps usually going to be lap 2 in these cars, so everybody's going to be kind of taking it easy on lap 1, make sure they get at least a lap time in before they really push hard on lap 2. And Logan gonna come across the line to start lap 1. We have 2 qualifying laps tonight, as I said, so got 2 chances at it. Up through the S's goes the 56. Who else we got out here? Bradley Wilson not coming out yet. Christian Delgado. Nope. Is out lap. Michael Christopher has started lap 1, coming up through the S's as well. Had a really good night going 2 weeks ago at Darlington, but closing laps wreck ended up sending him toward the mid-pack at the end of that thing, so we're going to be looking to make up some points tonight. Casey Graves looks like had an issue on his first lap, so he's going to have to reset and try again. Brad Patton, midway through his first lap. Hayden Lowell, first lap, 111.2, so that's already going to be close to, if not, a top 5 starting position on his first lap, and I know he can pick up some time here on lap 2. Garrett Warren, 111.3. O'Keefe, 112.0. Former winner here in the Cup Series of Watkins Glen 2 seasons ago. So O'Keefe knows how to get it done here in these cars. Last year's winner, Bradley Wilson, out to start lap 1. Brian Martin, top of the board for right now, 111.0. And he's going to park it for lap 2, so I'm going to run his hard lap on lap 1. Barger just starting his first lap as well. Hayden Lowell down into the final corner, going to finish his second lap. I think we'll see a mid 110 here. 110.6 for Hayden Lowell on lap number 2, top of the board. That's going to be hard to beat. He put in a good lap right there. Like I said, the one that's going to do it, Patrick O'Keefe, crossed the line on lap 2. 111.9. Didn't pick up too much on his second lap, but still up to 4th for now. Bradley Wilson, checking on him, about to finish his first lap, and he won last year at Watkins Glen, last season, so he's another one to look out for tonight. He can also get it done in these cars at Watkins Glen. 111.4 on his first lap. One more lap to do it. Let's ride on board with Bradley. Through the bus stop. Car seems pretty settled. Didn't get too much of the curbs right there. Nice and smooth through the carousel. Little slidey off that corner right there. Used all of his runoff, barely touched the grass. Down into the penultimate corner. There's a little downshift there. A pretty good lap for the 51. Off the final corner, gets a little slidey again, but this looks good. 110.9, that's going to be up to 2nd. Just barely ahead of Brian Martin. That's 15 thousandths better than the 54. Gets it done. Lap there by Bradley Wilson. What else we got out here? Nick Leo running his second lap right now. Blake Giglio's out in the middle of his first lap. Actually coming to finish it up right here. .5 on lap 1 for Blake Giglio. Be up to 7th. And he should pick up a few tenths at least. So, right on board with Blake as well, see what he can do. Kind of diamonds the carousel there, going to cut it down early. Oh, got loose. He can get a good last set of corners here. Got a chance at 2nd. I don't know if he can get the lead. The pole position. Little slidey again, kind of missed the apex. Oh, that's a bad final corner. And he's going to lose that time, and he's not going to make it up. So 111.5 is what's going to stand for Blake Giglio. Almost had it. He was up a half a second coming into that second to last corner. Yeah. 2.5 minutes left in qualifying. Jeremy Scherer out here to start. See if I don't know if he's going to be able to get a lap in here. Swiss out here running some practice laps. Denny Hamlin, 26. I think that's what that car is. Good looking race car. Oh, sure. Oh, no, he's in the wall. I don't think he would have been able to get a lap time in anyway. I think he was just out there running some laps. Thank you, Swiss, for giving us some entertainment. 42 seconds left in qualifying. Nobody else is out here running timed laps, so just let it run out here. We'll get to racing. Just one moment, we'll get this thing started. Wait. Giving black flags outside of iRacing. Fortunately, we'll have to go behind the curtain here. Sorry about that. Okie dokie. Go through our starting grid. Starting on the pole for tonight's race, Aiden Lowell. Starting on his outside will be the 51 of Bradley Wilson. Starting in third tonight, Brian Martin, 54. Starting in fourth, but will be receiving an EOL from Darlington, as well as a drive-through penalty, 32 Garrett Wolfenbarger. Garrett Warren starting in fifth. Brad Patton starting in sixth. Blake Giglio starting seventh. Patrick O'Keefe starting eighth. Harry Grindell starting ninth. Casey Graves starting 10th. Kenny Frisbee starting 11th. Ronnie Holmes starting 12th. Cliff Mullen starting 13th. Noah Collins 14th. Owen Walker going to be starting in the back in 15th. Quinn Newton starting 16th. Jesse Jones in 17th. Michael Christopher 18th. Christian Delgado in 19th. Davis Greenwald 20th. Nick Leo 21st. DG Swiss 22nd. Nick Cooper 23rd. Mateo Ortiz in 24th. Naveed Chowdhury, not in the session, would have been starting 26th. Daniel Wallen 27th. Jeff Price 28th. Ryan Feil 29th. Dave Hoytsman 30th. Jeremy Scherer 31st. And Zachary Lance running out our 32-car field. Alright, let's get a word with our pole sitter. Aiden, it's Lucas. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Lucas.
Hey, man. Well, starting on the pole tonight, ran a really good qualifying lap, both of them, honestly. How you feeling about your race pace?
Feel pretty good about the race pace. Biggest thing is just going to be try to hold on to it through the bus stop all night. That kind of feels like the spot where if I lose it, it's going to be there. If we can get to the bus stop clean 40 times, I think we have a really great shot at putting this Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet Camaro Z01 Next Gen in victory lane for a second time this season.
Absolutely, man. Good luck. Hopefully we're talking to you at the end.
I hope so, too. I can't wait to wreck turn one, lap one.
Oh, so much confidence there. Okay. Going green this time. The final corner they go. Pace car going to pull off. Green flag in the hands of Barney the flagman, and green flag in the air. We're racing here at Watkins Glen. Bradley Wilson out to the lead. They head onto the second backstretch. And all green lap 1. Like the 77 Nolan Walker has served his drive through. The 32 Wolfenberger going to come out this time after serving it. Bradley Wilson able to lead lap 1. So using that outside lane to actually take the lead from the 56. Doesn't usually go down that way. 40 lap race here tonight. Only on lap 2. Long way to go. Already spreading out pretty good. Bradley Wilson, fastest lap of the race already, 111.26. So they're already down in those 111s. Tire wear not mattering too much in these next-gen cars on the road courses. So these guys are going to be running qualifying laps every single lap, just pushing as hard as they can to run each other down. Bring up our points as they run. Bradley taking the lead in the race has given him the points lead. So Nick Cooper started toward the back tonight, 16th. Right now, he started 23rd, so already up 7 spots. He likes to start at the back, and it works out pretty well for him. If he can progress more, only lap 3, he's already made up 7 spots. That's pretty good. Garrett Wolfenbarger, he's actually gone a full lap down. So I'm not sure how he went a full lap down, but it is showing him a lap down right now. Alright, well, we'll have to figure that out. Bradley still with a decent lead. Hayden's reeled him in just a little bit. Brian Martin up into the 3rd spot. Garrett Warren 4th, and Patrick O'Keefe rounding out our top 5. Patrick's got a 2-second gap back to 6th place, Brad Patton. Quinn Newton in the wall in the bus stop. What happened there? Back it up and see. 80 to Quinn Newton 50 of Ryan File is coming up on him. And coming down into the bus stop. 50 and the 88 just get together. Too wide through the bus stop, not easy. But Mullins dropped back a little bit right there. Now they're almost 3 wide right there, entering the S's. Contact, the 35 goes around up the nose of the 37. He's stopped in the S's. Oh my goodness, that's scary. Okay, he's got it going again. Yeesh. Scary moment right there. 35, getting it back going. Looks like no damage to that 35 car. I cannot believe that. Gonna rejoin in 23rd, so right where he started the race, and he's gonna have to start that march up to the front again. Battle for the lead. It's close. Hayden Lowell, he's there. Might have been contact there with the 52 and the 26. Not sure. Back up front. Hayden's looking inside in turn 1. He's just not quite close enough to make anything happen. They're so close to that wall in the S's. Farther back. Battle for the 6th spot. Blake Giglio right on the back bumper of Brad Patton. Battle for the lead. Close as it's been. Hayden is only 2/10 off of the 51. Down in the bus stop, does Hayden look to the right? No, he does not. He's going to wait. Bus stop's not the greatest place to pass somebody, especially in these cars. But he's got a really good run right here. He's right on the back bumper of Bradley Wilson. Through the carousel, he's about bumping him. What can Bradley do to defend this? Good set of corners there for the 51. Pulls the gap back a little bit. Two and a half tenths at the line. Exactly 2.5 tenths at the line. How about that? '56, just got to find the right moment. He's got 3/4 of this race left. No need to rush it right now. They still got a pit stop to go. It's going to be a one-stop race. Mullins, Michael Christopher. Close battle right here for 14th. Seems like it's early on already. It seems like it's kind of hard to pass out here. Especially with tire wear not being a thing, it all comes down to raw speed. Now, you can still overheat those tires. You push it too hard trying to defend a position like that 51's doing right now. Not saying he's overheating him. Not saying that he's doing that, but defending like he is, he's probably pushing it a little harder than he wants to, and as the tires heat up, he's going to lose speed. You got to keep him cool. The wear's not a big problem as the 56 big lock up into turn 1 as he makes the move. Now the 51's going to cross him back over, and he'll maintain the lead into the S's. The 56 tried to throw the road course equivalent of a slide job into turn 1, but Bradley saw it coming. He did what you need to do and just crossed him over rather than staying side by side. Now, Hayden looks to the inside in the bus stop. And that might be a move you want to try to make toward the end of the race. Definitely not on lap 10. Looks like Michael Christopher gets around the 37 as well as the 20. Gets around the 37, so Christopher up to 14th, Greenwell inside the top 15. Hayden looks to the inside in turn 1 again. Not going to throw it in too hard this time. Just kind of showing his nose. Seeing if we can force the 51 into a mistake. We might have grazed the wall up here. I heard a little metal scraping. Brian Martin comfortably in third right now. He's got about a second back to the 92. I'm sorry. So the 92 up into fourth. Garrett Warren still hanging out of that top 5, and he's got a big gap back to the 7 of Patton. About 4 seconds is the gap. So the 04 just got to have a clean race from here on out. And I say he's got a good chance of getting the top 5 if there's no cautions. There's a 4.5 second gap now. That's pretty good. Leaders still within 2/10. I think that 56, I don't know if he's just staying with him due to the draft, or if he's slightly faster right here, but he's stuck with him the whole race so far. Now he looks to the inside again. Gonna stick it on the inside. See if he can use that inside lane into the S's. Take over the lead. Still side by side. He's got to hang on right here. The 51 catches the curb. It allows the 56. Oh no, the 56 gets the curb. They both touch the curbing through the air on both sides of the track, and the 56 clears to the lead. That's a good battle. They both had some give and take right there. Didn't wreck each other. Oh, the 51! A heck of a run through the bus stop. How did he do that? That was incredible. I think he only had to lift because the 56 was in front of him. I think he could have gone even faster through there. That 51's not giving up without a fight. Really good penultimate corner right there. It's the apex better in the final corner. He's going to have a shot in the turn 1. Bradley looks to the inside, not going to do it. Going to arc the corner. Not a great run there. 56, good job defending. Bradley is definitely not giving up here. if he figured something out, but this bus stop, he seems to be really good through it. This time around, not so much. About even through there. A little bit farther back, battle for 12th. Jesse Jones, Christian Delgado. Oh! 13 got in the grass off the S's. 55 trying to defend that position into the bus stop. Checking on our leaders. 56 has opened the gap up just a little bit. Oh, we have a penalty. Mateo Ortiz in the 05 picked up a black flag. I'm not sure what it was for. Back it up and see. Not sure, maybe he cut the corner a little bit. It's telling me that's where he got it, but not entirely sure where that black flag came from. Keep an eye on it. While Collins loses a spot to Jeff Price, it's up into 19th. Like the 92 and 04, still pretty close to each other. They're actually reeling in 54 Brian Martin, so we're going to have a battle for that third spot for the podium here in a little bit. Michael Christopher, like he got a time penalty through the bus stop, might have cut a little too much. That up, no problem. Kane Lowell definitely starting to drive away now. I think the 51 might have heated his tires up trying to fight back, as he should have. I mean, he had a narrow opportunity there to take the lead back and wasn't able to do it. It was close. He had a really good shot at it, almost got it done, but now the tires are a little hot for him. He's got to cool them back down. Maybe throw in some pit strategy here. We'll see. O'Keefe, for fire from the 04, right on that back bumper. I think these two right now have a mutual understanding. They're both reeling in that 54, and if they fight each other, it's going to stop that. They're actually reeling in the 51 as well. 51 now 2 seconds back from the 56. Bradley Wilson, last time by, he was a half second slower than the 54, so third, fourth, and fifth all reeling in that second place car. Could just be cooling down the tires. It is entirely possible he's taking it easy to let them cool down. Or they just got too hot. I'm not sure. But we should be seeing pit stops relatively soon. I think they can make around 25 laps on a tank, so if you want to pit as early as possible, you're coming down the next few laps. Brian Martin gets out of shape, opens the door for the 92. Oh, the 54 gets a slowdown penalty for turn 1. He's going to have to fall back to 5th. 92 and 04 had to take evasive action. Jeff Price comes down. Caution is out. Our caution is out on lap 17. So that's going to change up everything here. So everybody going to have to come down during these pit stops. Or under this caution. Everybody going to close up here, and we'll have pit stops next time they come around. So, our first road course race of the season, Daytona Road, it went completely green flag all the way to the end. Time around, we will have a caution. Now it's going to come down to pit stops. Who takes 4 tires? Who takes no tires? Who short fuels it? A lot of strategy involved now. We still would have had this strategy on the green flag pit stops, but now that everybody's grouped together, it's going to be really important what you choose to do on pit road right now. Do you want track position, or do you want fresh tires? The tires really don't fall off. I mean, there is fall off. Good question, avid race fan. The drivers were made aware this week. This season we have been doing this. So Daytona Road, it was in place as well. We do have a random chance at a caution throughout the entire race. Drivers don't know what chance that is. It's a percentage. And we have hit that against all odds. It's kind of to simulate a debris caution or a car stuck in the barrels or something like they do in real life. Kind of mix it up. A full green flag race, kind of boring for these guys, so this is what has been put in place, and everybody down pit road. Except for the 32 of Garrett Wolfenbarger, who is going to take the lucky dog right here. He's going to be back on that lead lap. Looks like fuel only for the 56. 92 Patrick O'Keefe takes less fuel. He's going to get out in the lead. So, like most cars taking fuel only. Looks like 16th on back, all taking 4 tires. If that helps them out. These cars right now, I think the consensus is you don't want to take tires on a road course race, as the 54 Brian Martin picked up an EOL on pit road. I think he sped. He's going to have to start at the tail end. Unfortunate. '05 Mateo Ortiz looks like going to try to take a wave around here. He'll get back in the lead lap. DNF so far, 14 of Jeff Price, 88 of Quinn Newton, and the 91 of Jeremy Scherer, all out of the race behind the wall. See if we can award with our leader in the 92. Hey Patrick, it's Lucas. Got me?
Hi, I do have you.
Hey man, well, up in the lead right now on the pit stop. Took a little bit less fuel than those guys, and now you're up in the lead. How you feeling?
I'm not feeling too bad. I feel like my pace was pretty equal with the top two, at least for the second half of that last run. Going to be interesting going in there with no one to base my braking zone off of, but we're going on fuel, so I'm feeling pretty good right now.
All right, man. Well, good to hear it. Good luck. Hopefully, we're talking to you at the finish.
Thank you. Hope to see you then.
The 92 Patrick O'Keefe gonna lead us back to the green. Like he is gonna choose the right lane. That's a good call. Are we going to iRacing Super Speedway? Oh, wouldn't you like to know? The Cinnamon Toast Crunch Racing Leagues. Never go there. Never say never. Report from the 91 team. VR malfunction tonight. Tried to give it a shot on the monitor for the first time ever, and it didn't go well. Sorry to hear that, man. When I try to switch over to VR, I kind of do the same thing. I know a lot of guys that race in VR, they say if they ever had to switch back to a monitor, they'd be pretty bad, so definitely understand that. Sorry about your luck. Hopefully you get the VR figured out. But we're going to be coming back to the green flag here right at halfway in this race. Pace car's off. Green flag back in the air. 92, not a great restart. They're going to be 3 wide as they cross the line. 51 going to back right back off, and now they are side by side for the lead. 92 with a good run into the S's, and the 52's around. And that's caution. That one was for cause. Let's take a look at what happened. I gotta say, NASCAR a little trigger happy on that one, but yeah, the 52 was toward the back of the field. I'm surprised it threw it right there. But there you go. Will be our second caution of the night. So let's get a better view at this. So coming to the restart here, they're 3 wide at the line. That's already, I don't know what they're doing. D2 down into the corner. And him and the 50 just get together. Tough break. Not so tough because the caution came out, so. Oh! The 77 has gone around under caution. See what happened? Oh, he just locks up into the corner, into the tire barrier under caution. Oof. Hey, Garrett, it's Lucas. You got me?
What's up?
Hey, man. Well, came from dead last, and I wanted to ask you, what happened at the start of the race? I saw you went a full lap down. And
Yeah.
I don't
yeah,
think
we
that happens
flipped it
from a
hard.
drive-through.
Yeah, well, they were saying, like, you should go right on the green. But then, like, it took forever to go green. I thought I was going to pass the pit road. And the green came out, so I, like, dove it down there, and I sped. So, didn't start off great, so I had to hold it there for 55 seconds. And then, rode our way all the way up to, like, technically I would have been in, like, 8th, I think. Then, thank God we got that yellow, got the lucky dog, and we're back in this thing. So, P18, keep this car clean, and we'll be in the top 10 in no time. Feeling good.
Absolutely, man. Looks like you got some speed. Like you said, you think you can get inside that top 10?
Oh, for sure. We can get deep in that 10. Maybe I mean, you know, maybe top 5 if we're lucky here on this restart. Get some good moves going.
Absolutely, man. Well, good luck. Hopefully we're talking to you at the end.
Yep, thanks.
That was Garrett Wolfenbarger. Like he said, you know, he got a lucky break there with the caution. Now he's going to be back on the lead lap, restarting 18th. Alrighty, coming back to the green. See if we can make it through turn 1 this time. I think we will. I got faith in these guys. Pace car is off. 82 in control, and green flag back in the air. 51 again, looking to the inside in turn 1. And the 35's going around. They are all over the place. They saved it. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable. Side by side for the lead. 56 actually crossed the outside. Now the 92 bad run. The 56 gets in the wall. Oh, the 16 goes around. He saved it, not in the wall. He's going to have to rejoin right here. Bradley Wilson back to the lead. Got about 8/10 over Hayden Lowell. Patrick O'Keefe running out the top 3. And podium, oh, Harry Grindell really sideways. He's got some right front damage. Back it up and see what happened to the 16 of the bus stop. A little bit before that. Here we go. 92 and 56. going at it in front of him. And I'll just sends it to the inside of the 92, and those two get together. That's going to send the 16 back to 21st. Let's bring up our current point standings after that shakeup. Nick Cooper as well. Oh man, 69's around! '26 trying to get it righted again. Can't believe that wasn't a caution. Oh man, they didn't accrue enough incidents on that one. I cannot believe it. They all were smacking into each other. Alright, let's back it up. 52, 26, side by side is it up 69, spinning up front. 23 and 26 get together. 26 locks it down, keeps it out of the wall. Good job there. Let's see what happened with the 69. 54 and 69 side by side. 69 grabs the wall, gets sideways through the curving and goes around in the S's. Everybody avoids him somehow. That accident could have been a lot worse. Alright, looking at our leaders. Bradley Wilson, half second ahead of Hayden Lowell. Patrick O'Keefe, about a second and a half behind Hayden. Brindell, fourth. Graves, fifth. A whole bunch of cars together behind that. Ronnie Holmes trying to hold off Garrett Wolfenbarger. Wolfenbarger's got up to 9th already. He took advantage of that, the restart shenanigans right there. Repeat of the first 10 laps of this race. 56 chasing down that 51. This time around, though, he's only got 13 laps to get this pass done. Now, I say only 13 laps. That's still quite a bit of time. But there's a timer on this now. He doesn't have, 35 laps to go. Plenty of time to do this and a pit stop. Now, this is... Everybody's good on fuel. He's got to get it done quick. Who's that through the grass? Kenny Frisbee in the 18. Driving through the grass there in the bus stop. Battle for the lead still raging on. Casey Graves trying to hold off Brad Patton for the fifth spot, as Brad Patton now having to defend as the 04 going to pass him. Looks like some team orders there, those two working together. That's good. It's good to have teammates that you can rely on to give you the spot. He's probably going, hey, I'm a little faster, can I get by you? And then we can both get by the 01, and that's what's going to happen right there. So the 04, Garrett Warren, going to move up into 6th, and now see if he can work on the 01 of Casey Graves. Farther back, Davis Greenwell knocking on the door of that top 10, but he's under fire from the 55 as the 54, Brian Martin, sideways off the carousel. Back it up to see how that happened. Yeah, just like he gets out of shape. And, does get some right front damage from that wall. He's going to maintain 19th now. Top two still separated by a few tenths. Good lead over Harry Grindell. Carter up into 7th, right on the back bumper of the 7 car. Barger going to move up into 6th, gets around the 7 of Patton. So, right outside of the top 5 here after starting dead last and then taking a drive-through, which ended up being a 55-second hold. So battling back all the way from a lap down. Now knocking on the door of the top 5. Really good effort from the 32. Caught a break with the cautions as well, but still doing a really good job out here. I think he said he's got a new wheel after the stuff that happened at Darlington, so shouldn't have to worry about that for the rest of the season. The top 10 is entirely playoff cars. That is, just shows those guys deserve to be there. Not counting out the guys that aren't inside the top 10. I mean, Giglio, you got him in 13th. He was up inside that top 5, and then the stuff happened on the restart, and he fell back to 13th. But he's battling back. Don't count out that 35 and Nick Cooper. He's our 12th chase driver. Also had some bad luck on the restart. I don't think that was any of his doing, and he finds himself, he's going to get into 16th now. But you can see, I mean, with the chase standings up on the right side, he's only going to fall back to 3rd in points if he finishes 16th, which I think he can make up many more spots in 9 laps. Definitely not a bad day per se for the 35, but definitely could have been a lot better. He had some speed there before the incident happened. 54 all over the back bumper of the 35. Brad Patton to the inside of the 01, but he gets back by the 04, and now he's going to get by the 01. And Harry Grindell looks like has fallen back to this group of cars. You got the grass right there on exit turn 1 for the lead. Still a few tenths apart. 56 running out of time. 8 laps to go, and they're going to be coming to 7 laps to go this time. DG Swiss like let the leaders by. They go 1 lap down. Car looks okay. Not sure what happened. Battle rages on for this 4th spot. Patton gonna look to the left side of the 70. Now they're side by side down the front straightaway. Contact right there. Now the 32 going to give a shot to the 70. Oh, man. Now they're 3 wide exiting turn 1. And the 32 going to get a twofer right there. They're pulling a bump and run on the 70. Wolfgarter in one corner goes from 6th to 4th. That was our Daytona road winner. We know he's good on these road courses. Oh, Christian Delgado is around in the bus stop. See how that happened. Bring the bus stop right here. Just going to get the curbing in the middle of the bus stop. Yep. Car spins around, locks it down. Going to keep it out of the wall, so the car's okay, but he's going to lose several positions. He falls back from, I think, 13th all the way to 21st. Definitely not ideal. For the lead, Hayden Lowell gets by Bradley Wilson. Oh man, I can't believe we missed that. We'll back it up here in a moment. See if Bradley can fight back though. Man, almost a direct replay of the last run we saw these two fighting. Was so quick. They were a few tenths apart for a while there, and then I look over and Hayden's ahead by a half a tenth. Bradley, good run through the final corner. This is going to be his opportunity. He's going to have to dive into turn one here. He's close enough. Oh, man. Didn't do it. I think he just wants a clean night. That's smart. With this point situation, I don't know why you would risk it. Because even with being in second place... Oh, wow. He'd have the points lead by 1 point over Hayden. If they finish how they are. So, there you go. I think it's better to be 1 point ahead than wrecked out because you're fighting him for it. So, we'll see if he can get back to him and what he can do. But let's take a look back at how he made the pass for the lead. Maybe not. Sorry. Alright. Here's how the pass for the lead happened. Hayden Lowell into turn one. We've seen him do this all night. He can just send it so hard into turn one. Bradley just wasn't able to clear off turn one. And as they battle through the S's, Hayden just able to get a better run using that right side. And he clears down the back straightaway. That's how Hayden Lowell got to the lead. Bradley's still there, though. Not falling back. He's not falling back like we saw him do on that last run. Time he's sticking with him. These two have pulled 7 seconds over the third place car. Patrick O'Keefe. Still a strong run from that 92 team. Bring up the point standings again. Just see where he's at. Had a bad week last week at Darlington. Got caught in a mess. Found himself deep in the points. But he's up to 8th if he finishes where he is. Definitely going to set himself up better for the final 3 races of the chase. Still a lot of hard battling going on for 5th through 8th. As Brad Patton, he falls back to 8th again. He was up to, I think, 5th. But these guys have been battling hard since the drop of the green. Leaders really close here through the S's. On board with Bradley Wilson. Guys are using up all that grass. Coming up on the 50, Brian File, teammate to the 51. I think the 56 is thinking what everybody else is thinking. Is there going to be shenanigans here? Six down into turn one. The 50 gets loose. Crowds the 56. He didn't wreck him, but he definitely crowded him. Now he's going to let the 51 through. That could have been really bad, but it wasn't. Oh, the 56 might have got the wall right there. Wasn't too bad. He didn't lose too much time. Down into the penultimate corner. It'll be white flag this time for the 56 of Hayden Lowell. One more lap for Bradley Wilson to get this done. Still within striking distance. He just needs a few good corners. Down into turn one. White flag in the air. Final time around here at Watkins Glen International. 3.5 tenths separating the top two drivers. Through the S's they go for the final time. 51, good run through those S's. He's cut the gap down 2.5 tenths. Do we see a big send from the 51 of Bradley Wilson down into the bus stop? He's pretty close. He needs a good bus stop here. He gets it. He's there. The 56, 51, nose to tail. And the 51 build up a gap here. Build up a run through the carousel. He does. He does. The 51. Good corner. Looks to the right side. Down into the second to last corner. 56, 51 door bang. 51 gets loose. And oh, he's got to save it. He's got to save it. He does. But man, crazy battle there. And Hayden Lowe going to come off the final corner and somehow win here at Watkins Glen. Bradley almost got that done. That was really good racing. Patrick O'Keefe going to come across the line in third. Wolfmarger fourth, and Harry Grandell barely gets fifth. That was close for that top five. They're going to come across 10th. Brian Martin 11th. Nick Cooper 12th. Michael Christopher 13th. So 12 of the top 13 were all chase drivers. And that's in a 29 car field. So that's very impressive. Final few drivers come to finish up the race. Cliff Mullins and Daniel Llewellyn. Here comes Clapp. Wow, here comes Clapp. That's funny. Here comes Cliff and Daniel Llewellyn. Finish up our final few drivers. Hayden Lowe going to come around to do his victory celebrations after a really good final lap there between him and the 51 of Bradley Wilson. That was really good stuff. See if we can look back at that door contact they had in the second to last corner. I'm not sure if they both just kind of got loose into each other or the 56 came to the left, but either way, 56 was able to capitalize on it, and 51 just could not get the car straight again. He tried his best. He almost had it. I couldn't believe he had a beautiful bus stop, a beautiful carousel. And he did what he needed to do to put himself in that spot. It just didn't go his way. All right. Hayden, it's Lucas. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Lucas.
Man, well, it wasn't easy, but you're coming home victory lane, second time this season. Walk me through your night.
Uh, yeah, kind of felt like the attacking car all night. Coming in and after qualifying, I was feeling like I was going to be the defending car all night. But Brian made a three wide move into one. I'm going to go back and see if that was before the line. But made a three wide move into one. I broke a little late to try to make sure I cleared him and went off. Brad got by me and chased him down for a while. Got by him eventually. That was awesome racing with him. Lots of respect for Brad. Um, he's always raced me super fair, super respectfully, super hard too. That's the kind of stuff I appreciate. Got that caution. Took a little bit more fuel than Patrick, so Patrick got out ahead of me, and I was thinking, oh no, here we go again. And made some contact with him, and Brad got by again, and I'm like, you piece of, and just settled in, worked my way back up to him, got him in turn one again, and duked it out with him the rest of the race. And I made a mistake coming out of the carousel that last lap that let him get to my right. And I went into that penultimate corner thinking, well, I can't let him be on my right going into the final corner, so I got to clear him one way or another. And I think we both had that mentality, and it looked like one of us kept it straighter than the other. Super hard stuff. Lots of respect to Brad. I appreciate that. Brought it home P1, and that's the hardest I've worked for a race win in a long, long time.
Yeah, it looked like you guys were wheeling and dealing out there, and I couldn't believe Brad got to you. Like you said, now I know you've made a little mistake, allowed him to get there, and you guys went door to door there. It was awesome to watch from the audience perspective, and glad you guys could finish pretty clean there. But got anybody you want to shout out for the win here tonight?
Yeah, I hope maybe that finish becomes the next CTC Racing YouTube short. We'll see. I feel like that might be worth it. But yeah, Napa Auto Parts, Arc Music, C2X, Madigan Motorsports, Low Drag Esports. As always, you, Lucas, for putting on the broadcast, and 712Breaks for sponsoring our Wednesday night Cup Series League. And not Ryan File. Got to make sure to get that one in there. 2 nights in a row, we're going to block for a teammate. That's the stuff I was telling Swiss yesterday. Should have next to no place in our leagues, and unfortunately, he wants to double down. But nonetheless, we got the win. That's the important part. We'll see what points look like going into, I think, Iowa next week. Another good track for me. So that should be fun. And last shout out again to you for putting together these awesome setups, and everyone for coming out.
Good man. Appreciate you talking to us. Congrats on the win. Go celebrate with the team.
Thank you very much, Lucas.
That was Hayden Lowell taking home the win tonight. Now we'll get a word with our second place finisher. Bradley, it's Lucas. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. Well, you almost did it. That was a really good battle there between you and Hayden. I mean, all race, it was you two and nobody else. And just didn't go your way, man. You still looked fast as heck. How was your night?
It was pretty good there until that 56 got by me with 5 to go. I knew for long run he was that little bit faster than me. I don't know what he did to like keep the rear tires under it, but shout out to him for that. Just I don't know. I knew if I could stay in front of him, or like just maybe 2 to go would be all right. But seeing him pass a 5, I was just holding on for dear life, and we found a little something to come back. But I did not think it was gonna plow that hard in the outside lane in that second to last corner.
Yeah, I thought for sure you were going to have something going into the final corner, but yeah, car just did not agree with what you were wanting to do there. I don't know. That was really good to watch, though, man. You guys did a heck of a job, and I'm glad you both finished clean and you're able to take home that second spot and maintain the points lead. How are you feeling about next week at Iowa?
I got the points lead? Hell yeah. I didn't even know that. We'll take it. It's Iowa?
Iowa
Oh,
Speedway,
God.
absolutely.
Oh, well, Hayden wins another one.
I did not, hindsight probably would have changed up the chase tracks if I had known he was going to be in there. Oh, man. All right. Well, you got anybody you want to shout out for the second place tonight?
Guys, shout out Shenandoah Shine, Wallman Photography, Slow Vision, Mooncar, all my guys over at True Shine, Goon, Drag, I think is everything now. Gotta thank Casey, Ryan, Davis, Nick Cooper, Wolfie, all coming out racing. Wolfie didn't stop on the track this time. We actually finished well. We're looking good. You for putting this on, and everyone for watching at home.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you talking to us. Congrats on the second. We'll see you next week.
All right, thank you, sir.
I'm going to work with our third place finisher. Patrick, it's Lucas. You got me?
Yes, I do. Hi again.
Well, talked to you halfway through the race, and here you are in podium spot. Talk to us. How was your night? And that was a crazy restart there. I'm glad you made it through it.
Yeah, I was kind of confused. I thought there was a restart zone, but I couldn't find it. So I just went on the green and then clarified for the next restart. But no, it was. I didn't think I was going to be able to hold off Hayden for too long, and I didn't. I think third is about right. I felt pretty confident, but I don't have anything for those two. Those two up there.
Yeah, they were. I don't know what they figured out, but you were the best of the non-aliens, I guess. You were still wicked
I'll
fast
take it.
tonight, and this seems like the track.
I love road courses. I think they're my strong suit when it comes to this car. This kind of makes up for Daytona Road, and how that went with the speeding penalty. So road courses are my strong suit. I hope to be top 5 at least at them. So I'm very happy with the third.
Man, strong run for you tonight. You got anybody want to shout out for the podium finish?
Ancient World Gaming just recently joined them, and all the partners that they represent: Next Level Racing, Swordog, Glitch Energy, Abruzzi, all them, and then Jesse, Triple J Motorsports, all those guys, all my teammates. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you talking to us. Congrats on the third. We'll see you next week.
Thank you. See ya.
As our third place finisher of the night, too, Patrick O'Keefe. Appreciate all those guys having a word with us. We'll go through our final results now. Hayden Lowell taking home the win. Bradley Wilson second. Patrick O'Keefe third. Garrett Wolfenbarger fourth somehow. Harry Grindell with a strong top 5. Garrett Warren sixth. Casey Rays seventh. Brad Patton eighth. Ronnie Holmes ninth. Blake Giglio able to battle back for a top 10. So nice job on that. Brian Martin 11th. Nick Cooper in 12th. Another good job getting back up front. Michael Christopher as well, 13th. Davis Greenwell, 14th. Kenny Frisbee in 15th. Zachary Lance, 16th. Jesse Jones, 17th. Nolan Walker, 18th. Nick Leo, 19th. Jamal Collins, 20th. Christian Delgado, 21st. Cliff Mullins, 22nd. Daniel Llewellyn, 23rd. Ryan File, 24th. TG Swiss, 25th. Mateo Ortiz, 26th. Jeff Price, 27th. Quinn Newton, 28th. Jeremy Scherer, 29th. And I think that's our final finisher. So there you go. 29 cars finishing the race tonight. And I thank you all for tuning in. It's been 712Breaks Cup Series here on CTCRN. I'm Lucas Hoitzma. See you again next week for Iowa Speedway for the third race of the chase. Get down to it, see who's going to be our champion. But for now, see you next week.